And welcome back to Greater Jackson Business Beat, the only locally produced TV show on Local 98 which covers entrepreneurs and businesses in Metro Jackson, and we're certainly in one right now. I'm glad to be joined by owner, chef, Craig Noone, Parlor Market, downtown Jackson.
Glad to have you in.
Man, thanks for coming on the show. Now, I remember, I guess it's been about a year ago when we first met, and you were talking about this incredible concept you had for downtown Jackson. And I believed it, but I thought, how's he going to pull this off? And you've done it. Talk about, this is fine dining in downtown Jackson. Tell us the story.
Well, I always thought that it would work and a lot of people would come. And a lot of people doubted me. You're crazy going downtown, trying to do a fine dining restaurant. And I just believed in it the whole time. And I had my investor and his wife backed me totally. And if it wasn't for them and all my good chef crew, I couldn't have pulled it off by myself. So a lot of people were a part of it for sure.
Sure. And officially opened when?
September 21st.
Okay, after a lot of planning. You were very diligent about this. You were methodical. I remember you telling me you researched, you flew all over the country. You put a lot of work into this. It's not just your normal fine cuisine. Talk about the menu.
Well, the menu, I try to take examples of all the different cultures in Mississippi: Lebanese, Greek, Italian, Asian, Mexican, and kind of take those influences and then come up with menu ideas and still keep it Southern. We change our menu once a month, so we just started a new menu on Tuesday. It's just kind of me and my chefs get together and just come up with ideas. I let them put a lot of input. It's not me. It's all of us getting together and coming up with ideas, and I think it turns out better that way.
Oh, the buzz is all over Facebook, and everybody's talking about your place, so that's great. But let's go back to downtown Jackson. There are a lot of great restaurants. They're not downtown, but why did you pick an area that, we love it, I love it, I'm a native Jacksonian, but a lot of people may have been unsure about?
Ever since high school, I wanted it downtown. I'm from Jackson, so I figured put it right in the middle of downtown, and actually what really sparked it, I called David Watkins. I'd never met him. Drove home from Dallas just to meet with him, and I asked him, I said, is the King Edward and the Standard Life going to happen and Ferris Street? And when he told me yes and shook my hand, then I put in my 2 months notice out in Dallas to give them enough time and moved home. So without the King Edward and the Standard Life, it would have been a lot harder for me. So I owe David Watkins a lot and his team for making that happen.
A great visionary, good friend. Not only is the menu eclectic and different and sensational, but the decor. Talk about the unusual and the beautiful decor here, Craig.
Well, when people come in, they ask, they're like, who'd you get to do the design and everything like that? And it was actually my investor and his wife. They designed it all, and I think they need to get into the restaurant design business. It's beautiful, and we took what the businesses were before to help with the decor. Parlor Market was a grocery store in this location that closed in 1926. Wow. They used local farms, so we renamed it Parlor Market. It was Dixie Marble, so we have marble countertops, marble in all the bars. It was a lumber company, that's where all the beams come into. It was Al's Half Shell, so we put an oyster bar over there. Yeah. It was Continental Leather, so we have leather banquettes and leather on the back of the chairs. And my favorite little touch, the purse hooks under the bar look like butcher hooks because it was Jackson Smokehouse at one time.
Wow.
And all the tables and all the wood came from an 1858 plantation in South Louisiana. So you have the newel post, and then the bottom of the oyster bar and the bar are actually doors from a house in the Lower Garden District of New Orleans. So my investor, his cousin, came in, and they owned all the wood. So I was lucky enough that they used it in the restaurant.
So much detail.
Right.
Most restaurants don't go into that kind of detail. Are your clientele, are they noticing this?
I try to get my staff to, let them know and everything like that. But every time you eat, it's from an 1858 plantation wood, so it's real unique tables.
It's great to see a young entrepreneur like you, a successful chef, do what you're doing here. What's been the hardest part of starting Parlor Market, and then on the other side of the coin, what's been the most gratifying thing so far, Craig?
Trying to think. The hardest.
Getting started, probably.
Yeah, just. I
remember.
I don't know. Because I brought on staff early, and with their help, it really went smooth. It really did, and just I guess the biggest gratification is people coming downtown and enjoying themselves. We just want to make people happy here.
You're booked every night, you told me.
Yes,
just
sir.
about, right?
Just about.
And
so.
what is the most popular dish? And then what would you recommend as a chef yourself to someone who's new, who's never been?
Well, we switch our menu so often, but everybody loves the pork belly dish. We just added fried tamales. I had some in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and I said we have to put those. They're venison tamales. Those are really good. My chef de cuisine, Jesse Houston, he has a grouper dish, a grilled grouper, that is probably our top seller. So I mean, it is. I definitely recommend the grouper if you like seafood.
Full bar. You've got a pretty good wine selection too. Talk about that for those who like to have a good cocktail.
Well, Robert Arender, one of our bartenders, is really good at picking out different wines. So basically, we just come up with the menu. I give him the menu, and then he pairs wines with what we're cooking. And it's going to be expanding more and more. Getting a large wine room's pretty expensive, so the older we are as a restaurant, the more we'll be able to bring in.
So, and you've got the main restaurant. You do have a meeting room,
right? We have a private event space called Albert's, named after my investor's father, and people can rent it out and have rehearsal dinners, parties, just reunions.
And Craig, the hours, the exact location, give all the specific information about Parlor Market.
We're open for lunch Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2, and then dinner we're open Tuesday through Saturday, starting 4:30 for happy hour and 5:30 for dinner.
And reservations are recommended, right?
Definitely.
I mean, you told me it's hard to get in. There's a waiting line outside the door some nights.
It's some nights definitely, but we've been blessed. We've been booked every single night for over 3 months. So, but I mean, you can still get a reservation if you call the restaurant, or you can go to opentable.com and make your reservation either on your phone or from your computer.
They can just say, "I know Craig," right?
Well, yeah.
Everybody's doing that, I would imagine, right now.
My friends walk in and I tell them, I'm like, you're going to have to wait a little bit.
Go, yeah.
We have great customers, loyal customers.
Worth the wait, though. And also, I just talked to some people today, and they told me that the clientele is a little bit younger. You know, you're bringing the young, new class of Jacksonian, and that's got to be a great feeling, too, Craig.
I mean, it's a broad spectrum. I mean, our customers come, from all over the city, or Flowood, Madison. But a lot of young people come in. We have a lot of attorneys that live in the King Edward and the Standard Life, and they come a lot for happy hour. So,
well, it's a tremendous thing you've done here. It's a great restaurant, and we're proud of you as a businessman, as a chef, and I know Jackson is glad to have you, Craig, and we're glad to have you on the show.
Glad to be home for sure.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Craig
you.
Noone, Parlor Market. You need to come downtown and check out this great new restaurant in Jackson. Thanks for watching Greater Jackson Business Beat. We'll see you soon.